I know y'all, it's been a while. I got a lot going on right now. I am dailying this. I can't talk about why yet. It's not good news, but the cost check is currently out of commission. I'm not happy about it. Just insurance is involved, so I can't talk about it quite yet. We'll just say that there was some other idiot involved, and I'm waiting on the police report right now, so I can't say too much. Currently, I am dailying the Lexus, which has been doing good. It's been 2 days. I'm actually about to fill it up with some oil in the transmission just to make sure. I may or may not drain it out. I really don't feel like it. If I do, I'm just going to put the fluid back in. I just want to make sure that it has enough. The car's been doing good other than that, though. I haven't had any issues. I'm actually about to swap the headlights over to what I had in the Crosstrek and the high beams. So I'll have the nice, crazy headlights for this car so that I can daily and the range is fine. I've been chasing after getting these wipers to not go off. So like water's hitting the wires under here and they actually got ripped up. So it makes them short out and then it makes this go off, like the windshield wiper fluid is going off. So I'm trying to figure that out. I did tape them up and tucked them up a little more, but I didn't tape them up enough. I didn't do the front side, I did this side. So I'm gonna check in there. I'll show you, I got some plastic in there. It shouldn't be in there, but I figured it'd block out some of the water. But we'll take those OEM headlights out, pop in new ones, and hopefully see a big difference in the low beam and the high beam for the lights. And I'll show you guys what those are. And then I do have some wipers just to put some new wipers in the car. There's an absolute mess in this car because literally just hopped in it and went, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in here that's really not supposed to be in here. And yeah, so life is crazy. I did actually take the spoiler off. I was trying to be a little more incognito and not be pulled over for nothing. So I sealed this up with some tape just to make sure that there's no water leaking in there. I already did get pulled over, and basically the dude was giving me a hard time. It's Massachusetts. Massachusetts gives me, I've gotten like 10, 15 pullovers just from them over always some BS. They just want to see who you are. They want to see what's going on with the car, and they will give you any excuse. This car has already gotten license plate bulbs, which I redid. Next, which was today, was the exhaust. I gave him a hard time because it's a Connecticut car. It doesn't matter. Mass has nothing to do with it. So he gave me a loud exhaust warning. I specifically asked him, can I get a ticket for it? Like, I asked him, like, I pretty much wanted the ticket just because I wanted, like, confirmation. And, yeah, didn't give me a ticket because it's a Connecticut car. It has nothing to do with Mass. So I did give those guys a hard time. Normally they're really nice. They are typically petty. They will pull you over for whatever reason. They'll find something, but they end up usually being nice. This guy was just a pain, but it is what it is. Let's try to get this car sorted so that I can keep dailying it. It is 2 out of the 5 days so far that I have went up. We got 3 more days to go. I do now have the mount in there, which has been making it nice and easy to put the phone up and drive. That's about it. Wheels and tires have been good. These tires are pretty new. They're dirty and everything, and they don't seem like they've been worn. I have an alignment on this car, but I know the rear's a little funky if you guys remember. It's like pointed out this way, but it's still straight. And that's because the toe arm on the other side of C's. I do have the toe arms for it. I just haven't done it. I haven't had time. Right now I do have an exhaust lease on the O2 bung, and maybe I will, I'm not going to weld it, but maybe I will try to like zip tie it down some more, because I did zip tie it down and that worked for a little bit. It's metal zip ties. And yeah, it looks like that's just the seatbelt sticking out. All right, I'm gonna get to that, and then I'll just give you guys an update. All right, they're in now. We're gonna turn this off. As you can see, we can see nothing now. I actually can't see at all. I'm just looking at reflections. Where's the door here? There we go. All right, let's see if he's turning. I might have to turn the key, but yeah, I gotta cycle the key. Oh, damn. Yeah, those are bright. Okay, they are the truth. They're exactly what I thought they were. That is just a low beam, as you can see. They're still not that crazy. The thing that I like about these better on this car particularly is that these are bulbs versus my Subaru are not bulbs. So instead of they're projectors versus just being the bulb. As you can see those 2 little dots. Oh, wait, I don't know if you can. Hold on. Let me adjust this. See if you can see it. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you see that dot and that dot. That's because of the LED. And it's just got like one on each side. So it's going through the bulb, and then obviously those LED parts are going to be the brightest. But as you can see, it looks pretty straightforward. Let's see what these high beams look like. My tails are just tailing too, but sorry, I'm just being stupid. Oh man, yeah, those are my high beams. All right, that's much better. Now we can see again on the road. That gives you an idea. I'll definitely take a video before when I leave and I actually drive on the road so you guys can see them. Oh, that's what I want to see too. It doesn't look like, yeah, it didn't trip off my my light thing, so that's good. It doesn't think that there's any issues with the light, but we'll see after we drive the car. It might change. So everything is all done. I was correct. This thing was down to less than a quart of oil in the transmission. These things just leak so bad. I have to do an SC300, what you should get review, or like, you know, if you want an SC300, what you should get, what you do. Don't get a W58. Just pay the money, get a CD009. W58s always just leak oil. It's also the problem that I think because a lot of us run shorter ratio diffs, and W58 is just probably not supposed to be running that high. And you know, on a stock diff, it's like a lower gearing, and yeah. So everything's all set now. Transmission now has 2.5 quarts. I think that's overfilled, but I do that on purpose because I know it's gonna leak. That's good. Headlights are in. Everything is good to go. Let's go take it for a drive and see what the lights are like. As you can see, the headlights are a little bit better. SC headlights are actually technically decent for what they are because again, they're projectors and not bulbs, but they're definitely better for, in my opinion, but it's not like night and day. Like with the with the Crosstrek, it was a huge difference. Like it was literally like night and day. But yeah, this is, as you can see, it's a little bit better, but we'll take a drive and get to some dark roads and see what it looks like on some dark roads. The only other issue is that I didn't do my fogs, so I don't have my fogs on, but yeah, we'll get to that eventually. All right, it's a little bit darker over here. So here you can definitely see a difference. Wait. Yeah, you can definitely see a difference. I almost hit some roadkill. But yeah, you can see a huge difference. Here we go. This is now dark. As you can see, it's way better. Again, I haven't done high beams yet. These have all been low beams. Hold on, we're gonna flash the guy now. Wow. So as you can see, yo, high beams is a huge difference. High beams is a huge difference. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, the lights on the dash are not there, which is good. So it doesn't actually trip the bulbs, making it think that it's missing a bulb, which is good. So that's a positive. But yeah, these things are great for the high beams. That's definitely a plus. Look at that. Look at that. What is going on, guys? I know I haven't been around. Maybe this will explain what. Just listen. Doesn't sound so bad right now, but yes, the Subaru has piston slap or rod knock. It is done. So there's more to the story, which I will get into. This literally just happened, I don't know, last 2 days. I just got the car back, which is what I'm about to explain. So it is now, I don't even know what it is, but it is, what, May? It's about to be May. And back in February, yes, that's long ago, February, the car got hit in the parking lot of my job. No, I don't know if it messed the motor up or not. I don't know if it has to do with that. But from February all the way till now is pretty much the car was sitting, not doing anything, not being turned on and off all the time. It probably killed it. If you notice, when I turned the car around too, it's also back to stock. Because of the accident, I put it back to stock, which I'll show that because I actually did film most of it. I didn't film me actually doing it, but I talked about it. I literally did it the same morning that it happened so that I could make sure that I didn't have no issues with insurance. I had followed them and chased them down because the guy who was a hit and run, so I had to harass insurance. Insurance found out who it was, then was saying it wasn't a hit and run. It's been a fucking nightmare. So now we got the car fixed. It's not fucking great. It's gaps in the hood. And don't get me wrong, I went to a shop that I like, and they do an amazing job. But with what the budget they had to work with, they didn't tow the car out somehow. They said it was worth $11K, which now it's worth like $4. Now the motor don't run. Well, it runs, but you know, it's got rod knock. This is literally, I got the car 400 miles ago. Had it for maybe a week, and then this happens. So, but they're gonna say that it wasn't them or whatever. If you guys will see what the car looked like, but basically they just undid the frame. They didn't replace it. The frame wasn't bent, but the actual support was. But they didn't replace that. That's what I meant to say. Is they did put it on the alignment machine and fixed it. It is what it is. The car actually sounds good right now. It's running fine right now. I'm actually feel comfortable driving it home. I wasn't sure. I'm a little chilly right now. If you see me, I'm talking a little crazy, but yeah. So that's where we're at. I guess we're gonna jump right into me taking everything off and bringing it back to stock, and then we'll go and I'll see what else I filmed, because I did film some of the stuff with the Lexus because I was dailying that because I had to go to work, which I guess I'm gonna be dailying that again. I don't know. Life is crazy right now, but it's pushing us towards the next step of what we're gonna get. I don't know what yet, but we'll find out. And it's looking like something fun. But let's just get into this. I don't know what it was about this car, but I just had a feeling that it was short-lived. Oh, I love this car so much. I'm not even gonna lie. This thing has taken me all over the place now. And some asshole happened to smack into me today. So I was actually at my job. I actually just got off of work. Carlito came and helped me out. He's actually picking me up now. But he's going this way, and I'm coming from this side. And I'm literally coming slow, because there's a curve right here. Dumbo is coming in at like 50. I don't even see him at this point. He tries to obviously brake for the turn. By the time he brakes for the turn, it makes the car slide. He's Tokyo drifting around the corner, and I'm coming here in the right lane, and then all of a sudden he appears out from the snowbank that I can't see him on, and his whole rear end's in my lane and smacks the front of my car, and now we're here. So whole front end is crunched. Whole thing is messed up here. This is all crunched up. There's the door. So take these wheels off, take the coilovers out, maybe take the front brakes off, put the stock ones back on, and then we'll pull it out, take pictures of it, send it to them, and see what they say. As you can see, wash fluid's all cooked. This is all bent up. Battery's way out of place. I'm actually shocked that it's not having no issues. I haven't even popped the hood. Radiator support is all shot. It does look like the frame is straight. I don't really know. They won't know until they put it on the actual rig. I don't know what the things are called, but it's like a rig that they put it on, and they can see if the frame is straight or not. You know, not bad it is. It does look like if it is identical to this side, then it is pretty damn bad. But I don't know. We're not going to say anything until it is actually done. If they fix it, they fix it. If they don't, they don't. Maybe we get another Lexus, not a coupe, like another Lexus like this, or a Crosstrek, and we rally. We set it up for rally. No, I'll daily it, but we'll set up for rally. I don't know yet. I'm not going to make any promises yet. This threw a monkey wrench into everything that I was planning. It sucks. This is my lovely daily, and nothing is going to drive like this in the snow unless I set up another one like this, and it's a lot of work. So I really don't know yet. I'm not going to promise anything yet. See, this is the weird part. Right now, sounds good. This is normal. This is what it's supposed to sound like. Let me see if I turn it off and turn it on, if it does a different noise. That shit's getting annoying too. Nah, it's literally good when it's warm. That's crazy. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm pretty sure the motor shot. I don't know. All right, y'all. So now we are in present date, and let me just update you guys and just kind of brush up on what happened. So I know I talked about all of it. Basically, the car got hit. They did not total it out. They fixed it. They just basically unbent the part that got hit, and it's still like, you can see that it's clearly been bent up and painted over and oversprayed and all of that. So it was really obvious. The people who did it actually did an amazing job of what they had to work with, but what I was more concerned about was my car went from $11,000, they appraised it at, to $4,000 because it got into an accident and it looked like that. So it was clear that it's been in an accident, and yeah, it just was what it was. It just wasn't worth what it was anymore. The people I had do it, I got to choose who had done it, and they did an amazing job of what they had to work with. Unfortunately, it just wasn't up to standard. It just looked bad. Sorry, there's mosquitoes out here, so I'm just gonna put my hood up. But yeah, so that didn't work out, and then I was mad about that. I had brought it back to stock. I put regular tires on it just to make sure that everything was sorted out before I kept going on with the car. And 400 miles later, my motor went, which you guys heard. I didn't even bother insurance. I almost said the brand that I was with. If you guys really want to know, you can DM me and I'll tell you. I just don't want to put their name out there and like basically slander them. I just don't want no issues with them. I don't even want to deal with them no more. I am no longer with that insurance. I now have a new insurance, and yeah, hopefully that's good. But yeah, I'm done with that insurance. They did terrible. They did not take care of me. It was a terrible time. It was a whole situation. The guy hit and ran. I had to go get his information. They were trying to say it wasn't a hit and run after he did run. I got a picture of him, so luckily I got all that sorted out, made a police report. Police report was made. They were still trying to like dodge me, and then finally I showed them the physical police report, and they knew that they could not deny anymore. So then they finally put me through, and then I went through the whole hassle of getting my car done for it to not get totaled out. Honestly, I didn't care if it got totaled out or not. I just wanted to get done right. Like, you could tell that the front end was like not as far as it was supposed to be. It was pushed back, and then the hood hinged funny, and then on top of that, because it just wasn't in the right place anymore, on top of that, the fender lines were just terrible compared to OEM, and it was just bad. So I motor ended up going. I ended up selling it to Carlito. You guys probably know who that is. If you don't, it's my boy. And I sold it to him for like $3,000. He's gonna literally put a motor in it, and he's gonna use it for his girl. So it's perfect. The car still runs great, still does everything it needs to do other than the motor, and he has a motor on hand. So basically, it's just labor for him. Now, of course, I needed a car in place of that to daily, because the Lexus is just. I ended up driving the Lexus to work. The alternator ended up going. I ended up having to tow it home. The exhaust fell off. I had to tow it home. The exhaust just fell off again. I love it, and it turns on, and it does everything it needs to do, and it'll take me from point A to point B, but it doesn't have blinkers. The exhaust is usually falling off, and the alternator goes because it doesn't like the high revs, because I have a auto diff on a manual trans, and it's just short gearing, and it just burns out the alternator. But it just cannot be my daily, so I got a new daily, and that's what you're hearing idling behind me, or in front of me right now, behind you guys, and check it out. Yes, I ended up getting a C6. So, yeah, I got a C6 Corvette. I know we were talking about that just a bit ago. I think it was like the last video or something like that. And we were talking about what we're gonna get next. Did I think I was going to get one that's this nice? No, I did not think I was gonna get a C6 this nice. This is a 2011 Grand Sport C6. Let's be honest, guys, it's basically just, it is a base model wide body. So it's basically a base model. People don't call it a base model because the reason for that being is we got the big brake kit. We got these rims that are, I think they're 18.9.5 in the front, 19.12 in the rear. It comes with some fat tires, and it comes with 6-pop brakes in the front, 4-pop brakes in the rear. And if you notice, these tires are sunken because it does come with the Z06 wide body. So it does have a wide body on it from the factory, the front fenders and the back fenders. I know the exhaust doesn't sound that crazy. It is just a stock C6. I literally got this with, hold on, let me wipe this lens. I got this with 48,000 miles. I spent 40 out the door. Basically, I put down half and I financed the other half. I didn't want to give them all my money. I do have enough to pay it off. I know I'm gonna keep this car, and I'm not pressed about the money, so I figured we'll not give them money immediately and hold on to some money. This way we could do stuff to it. Do I think I'm gonna do anything to it this season yet? Nah, not quite yet. There's a lot of plans for this car. So you guys know I like my cars to be beatable. This is obviously going to be a car that I can beat on. C6s are notorious for being reliable. That's why I bought this car. You know, the LS3, all that good stuff. If you do see, it wasn't a front end accident, so you can kind of see this is up a little bit. It wasn't with somebody, it was actually the guy drove it off the road, and then as you can see, this was me. Front splitter is already gone because I hit some roadkill and it killed the middle of it. I have another one coming. The car is really, really clean though. It had front wheel bearings done not long ago at like, it was like 40K ago, but you know, it's only been 40K. I think it was because when the front end damage happened, he must have drove off the road and killed the wheel bearings. Yeah, I mean, this is just to show you guys what's going on. There's plans for this car. Obviously, you guys know I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna get coilovers, gonna get wheels. Probably gonna get some more like chassis stiffening stuff. I know it doesn't seem that crazy, like that almost seems like rice, because you know everybody does the chassis stiffening stuff, but for these cars this actually does a lot. So I'm gonna do stuff for the diff and the trans mounts, and the reason for that being is because if you don't, it ends up breaking the rear end sometimes, and those things are not cheap. So we're just trying to protect our investment as well, make it drive better and makes less stuff break so that we can beat the car more. Right now it's on aggressive setup, and what I mean by that is like it's beefy boy. This is like race style setup. I think these are 275 or 285s, 275 35s in the front and 325 30s in the back. This is OEM, guys. This is how it comes stock on, yes, these fat tires. So it's gripped up. Basically, that's fine. It just means it's meant to drive around corners rather than try to be a dummy and do donuts and stuff like that. You're gonna blow stuff up doing it like with setup like this. Can you? Yeah. Should you? Probably not. I'm here today because I'm gonna wash it, and yeah, I wanted to show you guys it. So I'm gonna give it a wash, and then maybe I'll show you guys a video of it after. And yeah, ask me questions, talk to me about it, tell me what you guys want to see from this thing. I didn't necessarily want black because black cars are just a pain to keep clean, and I also like that they have the color match headlights, so I wanted a different color because then I would have got color match headlights, but it is what it is. I'm happy with what I got. Yes, it is a 6-speed. Of course, you know me, I got a manual, I'm not messing around. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. And I know this is a crazy video and mad random, but should be back. I'm not gonna say I'm back. I will be trying to get clips of this, so you guys should look out for that. And yeah, I will see y'all when I see y'all. All right, she's all clean. I know I'm not gonna dry it off. It's gonna get water streaks. Honestly, it is what it is. I should be going to get a good detail soon. I'm gonna do like a full detail and pay God to have somebody do it. There's little things, and this just happened too. There's like a little thing like that little nick right there. That was recent, and that's it. But yeah, she's here. This is the new whip. I hope y'all guys like it. I still gotta get my plate. I'm waiting for that. But you guys already know. You know how I do. Obviously, at the beginning of this video, I already showed y'all. I got headlights that are, I like the stock headlights. I don't want to change these headlights. But I got actual bulbs for this. So I'm changing the HIDs. I'm changing the high beams. I'm changing the blinkers. I'm changing the fogs. Ultra LEDs, which we'll talk about that. I'm spending a lot of money right now, so I'm not about to order these yet, but I'm gonna get some taillights for this eventually. But for now, we're just gonna keep some of this stuff stocked. I will see y'all when I see y'all, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys like the new decks. Appreciate y'all.